The 101 litter is out of then and now, and kind of been waiting to get to a litter of those to talk about. Then and now has been really fun to talk about as a sire here this spring. Those pigs have been very well received from start, really, in every sale. They've been some of the highlights. Then and now is an in-game hero dirty secret that we bought from Hofschulte, and we've been very excited with this particular sire. The mother of the 101s is an 81 litter cricket, so she's a cricket's kingpin. Those 81 litter sows have been very prevalent here in the sales season. I think we've got 3 or 4 of those, and 3 that I can think of right offhand right away, and they're generators. So then and now crickets here on the 101s.
Man, I can tell you, you rattle off that pedigree, and it gets me just a little bit more fired up because, again, we started off the sales season with a very good group of then and nows, and we kind of had a little gap, and it's been just a little sporadic in there. But the oldest ones that we would have had, I've had a chance to see a couple of those in the past week, and oh my, have they gotten just absolutely stout, just like how the boar is now visually. And honestly, Jesse could disagree with me, but most of them started out with this kind of maturity and this kind of structure. And I can tell you they are feeding with the most amount of bone and the most amount of chub of anything that we've probably got out right now. Very, very high on that. And then to go on into the fact that this one's out of a cricket's mom and those have got next level punch as it is, I think this thing's got a bright future. Man, because her face and her look up front is right. She's short-bodied, and again, she's so loose and so flexible in the way she's built. And man, it's hard to not imagine this thing being just a stout, broad, burly creature as a big one. I think she's got a lot of upside, a lot of potential here. She's big-footed, but just a little more later in terms of her maturity pattern and where it looks like it's all going to kind of kick in and catch up. And again, when they're built like that and have that kind of look, and I'm not sure if there's many light cross divisions floating around, but regardless of color or division that this one shows in, I think this one's going to be a handful as a big one.